Hey, what's up, everybody? And we are here live today at the home of one B to the fourth power, the Angry Dad podcast.
Goddamn right.
Hey,
You know?
that's right. So we're on the road today.
Stealing a little bit of Ben's thunder, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just a little bit of Ben's thunder, not a whole lot of Ben's thunder. So yeah, hey, welcome back, Ben.
Well, I'm glad to be back. Just lost my headphones there.
He lost his. Well, when it comes down to the headphones and doing this stuff for this, I know how you are.
Oh, yeah.
Listening back to yourself.
Exactly. It completely throws off my train of thought and speaking.
Everything's just slower.
What am
You're
trying
goddamn
to
right.
I am so fast.
Fucking tortoise in the hair over here. So
We think we should move the camera back a little bit.
yeah, that's as far as we can kind of get it.
Yeah.
So we're all gonna have to lean over because somebody forgot to bring his goddamn tripod with him, but I won't say who that is.
Oh, by the way, this is It Be Like
Oh yeah,
That.
welcome to a new episode of it. But yeah, so
See what happens when you get, your friends together to do a podcast. You just start talking.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's right.
You forget everything.
This one's going to be one of those ones where it's just going to be kind of like light, I would say, light on content, but more of a just kind of chatting. We're still going to do the picks because this weekend's still NFL stuff.
And because I think I'm so much better with picks because you get better wins and blah, blah, blah. I wanna hear
You've
that
had
crap.
lower fucking scores dropped than I have.
Okay.
So my lowest score dropped is almost 60 points. That's the lowest score dropped.
Okay. Feel me on this, Ben. I know you'll feel me on this. I have the highest win percentage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that should be what it's based on.
It should be based on that, but it comes down to the confidence points. And that's what screws me every fucking time, too.
But that's what makes it fair. Like, it makes it harder. If you just went straight pick, it'd be the easiest thing in the world.
It pisses me off because the other one I'm doing too, because I've been doing one for years.
Putting suckers in fear.
Yeah, with some friends that I met through podcasting. But same thing. I don't win it, but I always have the most wins. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, it's a bitch.
That's how it goes.
That's how it do.
But
It'd be like that.
But anyways, he thought he had this in the bag, and I'm only like 8 points below.
Something like that. But again, what's your lowest drop? Like 0?
No.
40? 39?
I have to look.
Something like that. My lowest drop is much higher than yours.
Whatever.
I know,
a bad
it still
week.
comes to
it's
the
all
end.
good.
I just wish I had a bad week so all these much higher scores could be used at the same time.
Oh shit.
But yeah.
Well, then just tank this week.
No, I ain't gonna tank this week.
This week.
This last 2 weeks are the hardest, I think, to tank, and it's going to come up to where are you going to put your points?
Exactly.
Because if you're going to put your points, because you think that we both believe that this game easiest one of the week, but you're going to not put 15 points in that game because you want to try to get ahead, then you lose that other game, you screwed.
Yeah.
So,
but at the other thing that makes it tricky is. Excuse me. The other thing that makes it tricky is the fact that you got these players now like, hey, we're not going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
We don't give a shit. We're playing all out.
Yeah.
Like, we're trying to ruin your chances.
Exactly.
That's right.
It's time to screw the other team.
Yep. And then you also have, hey, well, we're guaranteed in, so we're not going to play certain people.
right.
Yep. Yeah.
Especially people like Green Bay.
Yeah, you don't want to hurt anybody.
They're the only team I think that can possibly. Well, I think they have to win this week to maintain first place, like
What's
overall
up, Quentin?
first seed. Hey, Quentin, what's going on?
I know you're going to try your ass off on this weekend. I'm playing my friend Quentin here in the championship game. But, you didn't realize you were going up against Big Papa Pat.
You almost popped a titty there out there. I don't want that to happen on this. We might get
Quentin
a
might
strike.
like that.
Well, no, he'd probably like that, but
You get that Janet Jackson knit slip.
Yay! We are talking NFL.
yeah, self-caused. Who's your Justin Timberlake that's coming behind you? You got Crystal over here? She's going to rip a piece of that shirt.
Trying to get me to start that fat guy OnlyFans,
Oh, the Only Man's.
the Only Man's.
That's it. Every time I hear that, it always
the right
makes me
website.
think of William Regal when he was man's man.
He's a man. Such a man. I tell you, he's one underrated wrestler.
Big time underrated wrestler, you know what I'm saying? That guy, yeah. You love to hate him, you hate to love him. God damn it.
So, we said we're at the Angry Dad's house and everything else, but we didn't properly introduce him.
Well, he got the big introduction at the front of the show.
True.
Very big.
But yes, if you don't know the man that's sitting in the middle of us, and you should, this is Ben, who's the Angry Dad of the Angry Dad podcast, and also your brand new adventure.
Yes, I am now producing Legends of Iron, and I didn't know what that would in store to being a podcast producer, so yeah, it's a lot of fucking work.
Well, it's funny because every time I hear like Legends of Iron, I think of Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah.
And like you should have that type of intro there. Like you're in the background, you're the statue that's talking to everybody.
That's basically what's happening.
But yes, you can follow him on Twitter. We'll do plugs, of course, at the end, but me, I always get the plugs in.
You
early.
always get the
Plugging
plugs
B
in
to the
early.
fourth power. Go check this man out.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, made sure to tag him in the tweet that went out. So.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
No, I mean for the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody can see that he's here.
Yeah.
We finally got the Angry Dad. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the last time we all did a podcast together was when we recorded for Terrible Terror.
For the Banana Splits movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that. Did we do? I thought we did an EP that after that.
I think it was literally that Christmas we might have did one.
Like last Christmas
Yeah,
or
it was
2 Christmases
we
ago.
didn't,
It's been a while.
We didn't eat, and it be like that at the house. You know what I'm saying? Because we always do food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my surprise. I got the Ben Boozle game. No, Bill's like, I'm done. I'm out.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah, you
Flipping
got to
my
go
own table.
back. We did a Facebook Live where they played against each other in a Bean Boozled quiz game, and Ben just hit every bad bean possible in that whole thing.
Like not one good one.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, the times that I actually had to get the beans, I got the good side, except for
think you even
once.
got
But
it.
it was like the
I think it was the
toothpaste.
toothpaste one.
Yeah, it
which
still
is
tasted
like
good.
What? Toothpaste is good.
Exactly.
that was a reset for Ben if he got the toothpaste.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, look. First it's barf, then it's dog food, then it's booger.
That's it. Every fucking rotten milk. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
yeah. At least that one didn't have the minion farts because I heard that was really terrible.
Well, I'm glad that wasn't there because fuck that shit.
Well, they have the other one, too, that I thought about at one point, which was the hot jelly bean one. Have you seen that one?
I actually have the small version of it in my kitchen there.
Oh.
That could be a father-son review.
Oh well, you know we've had it for a while, so if you guys are down, we can grab it and give it a whirl.
It's up to you, man.
But hey, understand though, it is like habanero, Tabasco, ghost pepper.
Yeah. It goes levels.
It goes levels.
Instead of it being that, you go from the bottom up.
And I'm a heat guy.
Yeah, he is. So, like, the ghost pepper is going to be nothing to him.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. It's not.
I know. I got a high hernia, and that's a reflex.
I got a broken dick, and that's.
If you guys want to do it, I'll fucking do it.
I will never place that harm on nobody else because let me tell you right now, I've spent many a times regretting every decision of every ridiculously spicy thing that I've eaten on my toilet because when you eat a certain level of heat, you just get a certain cramp in the ass that you cannot get rid of.
Ugh.
You know, and that's a real deal thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I've eaten some. I've been like, why did I do this to myself? You know what I'm saying? And then I can hear Kristen in the background because you're an idiot.
Which, yeah, that's probably true when you keep doing that type of shit.
I don't possess those kind of smarts.
Be like, yeah, I'll do that again.
We're my kitchen area / office, and right to the right of me, I have my trophies of hot sauces that I proudly display.
Yeah, that's right. There's one called Pain 100%.
Yep.
It's in a giant fucking bottle. And then
I thought it was some whiskey when I first looked at it.
I know there's Gringo Banditos over there. I can't tell what's on the left of that.
The right. I have the Silent but Deadly, the Jeff Dunham hot sauce, and right next to it is the Blair's Ultra Hot. You know what I'm saying?
I never understand the people with the hot sauce thing. It's like, okay, so we're going to make hot sauce, but instead of making it just flavorful, we're going to try and burn your fucking colon off.
You know what I'm saying?
Like somebody's going to go into the store and see ass-blowing colon hot sauce and be like, I got to have that fucking one.
And then that's the market that I fall in.
Well, that's like
shit.
That's Crystal. You know what I mean? Like I told her, like I like spice and all that other stuff. You know, I put tapatio on the eggs and everything else. But she'll like when we used to go to Taco Bell. She would get like the Nacho Bel Grande and just drown it in fire sauce. I'm like, you can't taste the nachos.
Yeah, but that's not even that hot.
It's not even that hot.
But still, like it's just the way
like
she
getting-
drowns it. It's like. Don't you want the flavor? That's why I like mild. Not because it's not.
No, it's
too hot.
flavorful.
Yeah,
It's
because it's
flavorful.
more flavorful.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, I get it. I don't mind the hot either because the hot has. Actually,
Yeah.
I think the fire is not hot.
I think it's more of
just
a
like,
salsa.
It's more tasty.
Yeah, a
like,
little more
that's a
chunky.
flavor one. The Diablo
think-
one is really the one that's
Well, maybe
supposedly
that's what
hot.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
but it's
of.
not as the. It's not. Well, you know,
Well,
it's
this is
white
fast
people
food hot.
That's what we'll say. It's white people hot.
That's like going
There
for
you
the
go.
ghost pepper chicken nuggets
Yeah.
at fucking Burger King
yeah,
and
exactly.
barely
yeah,
anything.
Yeah. They,
You know.
we can't kill our customers. You know what I
Wendy's
mean?
spicy chicken nuggets have more spice than
Than
those ghost pepper nuggets.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
It's
That's
like
it.
ghost pepper. Okay, sure. Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know, I'm actually growing Carolina Reapers right now. I got like four on the stem. So
Like Quinn here, he's a white person here, can agree. But it's true. That shit's like, I don't think there's ever been a place where it's been like really hot. Like,
Yeah.
no.
we went to that place out there, Mas Fuego, that I was telling you about. That was our Christmas party. And like, they go trying they have different salsas and they have a habanero salsa.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. Like this one lady, she's from Israel.
Yeah.
So, she's white as white. And she's having just the regular salsa and she's like, that's too hot for me. And I had him like, this is nothing. Like in me, I'm not really like a super hot person. And so they bring over the habanero salsa and everybody's like, oh my God, that's way, way hot. I tried it. I'm like, damn. I guess the Mexican is just strong within me because I was like, that tastes really good and like it's not spicy at all.
Yeah.
But
As soon as you said that, why we play so much games with Quentin? The first thing
Yeah.
I thought was, we got a Mexican.
Ooh, not a super hot person. He disagrees. Thank you, Quentin. Oh,
Hey, now.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like it's weird that some people just they go for that super heat.
Yeah.
Like they make these things that are just so hot, and I just that's like my mother-in-law makes the ricotta salsa, which is the Peruvian pepper, and that thing it's so flavorful, and then it hits you with the heat at the throat.
Yeah, there's
so that
different-
way it's just going down. This is going to sound sexy, Quentin. It's just going down the back of your throat slowly, and it's just slowly burning it back there.
Just coating it with flavor.
Coating it with flavor.
Oh yeah, the
And
spice. Yeah, spice. That's what I'm talking about. Spice.
Oh man, I love Peruvian food, man. It's like the best stuff.
It definitely is.
There's a place in Lafayette. It's really close to you guys. That's really, really good.
Which one in Lafayette? Because
It starts with an S, I think.
Okay, because they have in Lafayette over here, which is like I said, it's close, but it's not that close.
Yep.
Chow's is usually one of the best places to go. The original manager when I used to deliver there used to have a special off item where they make chilaquiles. And, oh my God! It was like one of the best chilaquiles I've ever had at a restaurant. Besides, having them at home.
Right. Chilaquiles don't travel well. You're either going to have them at the restaurant or you have them, you make them yourself.
And I would always go and I make that delivery. He's like, I made you a fresh batch, and so I'd eat them right there at for breakfast because it's a real fancy fusion. It's called Chow's, and but it's only real Mexicans in the back. And when I mean real Mexicans, I'm talking about, it's...
no mommy's way.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what
You
I'm
hear
saying?
them yelling 1 second, laughing the next second, then yelling once again because somebody got pissed off but then knew it was a joke and then didn't take it as a joke again.
and that's how you're in a high-quality restaurant.
That's right.
Because, let me tell you right now, Mexicans make the best Chinese food, they make the best sushi, and they make the best Mexican food. All right?
right.
And Italian.
Teppanyaki.
That's it.
If you get the Mexican guy that's going to be doing it, there's going to be more tricks than the Asian guy that comes out, because it's usually the really old Asian guy nowadays that's going to be, making your little sliding onion train that's going by.
He's gonna have like a whole like village. The Mexicans.
That's it.
How did you get them to fucking move? Is that one doing landscaping over there? What the hell?
I even set up the Home Depot.
Hey, we got some onions hanging out waiting for jobs. You guys gonna give them jobs?
That's my cousin Hector right there.
But yeah, it's that the place. Do you know that truck Sanguachon?
Yeah.
It's the same people.
Oh, okay.
That do it, and they got a little place over in Lafayette.
Nice.
The place is pretty good compared to the. We went to one for my sister's birthday out. I forgot what that's called. But it used to be this restaurant, like high-end restaurant that's on top of this hill, and so you can see like right into everything. I mean, they had a valet that took you, like you had to park valet
because the parking's so fucked up everywhere.
Stupid. But that place was like when I saw the prices on the menu, and then when the food came, I'm like, oh, this is white people Peruvian. Yeah. Like my sister's gonna love it.
That's it. It's funny. It's like there's 2 Santana restaurants here. Mm-hmm. And I've never gone to them, and I'm like, I want to go eat there, but I'm always scared it's going to be like too white, because they're in real white neighborhoods. One's in Walnut Creek, the other one's in, I want to say it's Danville, and it's like, I really want good Mexican food, and I definitely like to eat at Santana's restaurant. Santana's a famous singer, for those who don't know.
And guitarist.
Yep.
What the thing is that, like, I would assume that would probably be white, because Santana's good about getting that money.
Yeah.
So, of course, he's going to go over there. But I'm pretty sure that they have some stuff that's pretty traditional. But if you want, like, spicy stuff at his restaurant, it's probably not.
That's not.
Does he have any of that Santana DVX over there?
No, he's just got something called Smooth. You walk in, it's what the hell?
Oh, man. Damn, talking about all this food.
I know.
We
can smell the taquitos in the background, too.
They good. They just recently came out with a new place. It's Moobies.
Oh, yeah. They did the Kevin Smith stuff?
No.
Oh, no, different.
It's Mooyaz. That's what it's called. It's called Mooyaz.
Oh, Mooyaz.
There's one in Rockville. Mooyaz. And then they just opened up one in Walnut Creek. And it's a really good burger place. I'm a big burger connoisseur guy. So when I recommend someone to go to a burger place, it's on point. And so far, Mooyaz is a new fast food. It's on par with Five Guys. So if you're into a juicy, Five Guys is a sloppy, juicy, delicious burger. Habit Burger is a neat, nice, tight burger.
Right.
But if you want an in-between, that Mooyaz right now has it, because they're doing, large-size burgers. The biggest burger they have is a pound and a half.
Oh, shit.
And they smother it. So, you know what I'm saying? You can get all the toppings you want, or they do California burger, avocado on top.
So it is smothered and covered. Yeah.
Smothered and covered.
Fuck yeah. How's the prices?
Prices are... I would say they're comparable to Five Guys, not Habits, because Habits is overpriced, but you're getting a clean, tight tasting burger. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then
I just because Five Guys sometimes like, man, it sounds good, but I don't feel like taking a loan out to go.
And that's true.
I get it.
That's
but
true.
See, Ben is the one that tipped me to the whole burger bowl thing with Five Guys, and that's the only way I get Five Guys now, because it goes that way. I know what you had to say, but that was it's so much better with all the veggies and everything in there, because the buns, they get way too soggy because they wrap them in foil before they deliver them, right? So the bun basically steams to fucking watery mess. But getting it in the bowl, it's perfect with all the other stuff you can get it. It doesn't make me feel so bad having a burger.
Exactly. And like I said, because they do lettuce wrap, but that burger bowl, like I said, it doesn't fall apart. It's all in a container, and you get to eat it like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I just wish that would be one of the occasions where I'd be like, shredded lettuce would be perfectly fine, because they just put the lettuce leaves in there, but I would just rather have it so that way I can just kind of cut up the burger and mix it all together and make it like a burger salad.
Exactly.
Oh, it'd be fucking delicious.
You know,
Yeah, if you're looking for good recommendations for juicy meat in your mouth, you're coming to the right guys.
that's the
Yeah, that's
right,
right.
guys, because we like it
Right.
juicy.
So if you really want a nice, long, juicy meat, get a Casper's hot dog.
There we go. They go down easy.
Yeah, they're nice and long. Oh, yeah.
Not too hard, not too stiff.
They got a right snap to it, too. When it smacks your face as it goes in your mouth.
40-year-old playing a teenager in a horror movie?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. I'm talking about hot dogs. Yeah. Give me a juicy double.
So one of the things I thought we could talk about was our thoughts on this shit last year. Because I thought this year sucked way more than 2020 did. For me, anyways. Personally, for me, like, I had... It started off fine for the most part. And then, in May, I had the whole thing where the guy I've been working with for almost 10 years left the company to go work for competition. Yeah. And that blew my freaking mind, honestly, when that happened. I kind of knew something was somewhat up because there were some changes going on, and I know he didn't necessarily like it, and I'm not going to get the whole thing, but that blew my mind. That really, I actually didn't talk about how much that really affected me. Like, it might just, you're just working with the guy, but me and him had more than just a business relationship. He had a personal relationship, and that really, he basically, I was hurt for 4 years, 4 years out of work and surgeries, and he gave me a job, and then we started building up that company, and then we moved to this one, and we were building up this company, and that really tripped me out. But what also came with that was all the rumors about me leaving.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So everybody comes back at you and like,
Well, like I said, when rumors were starting around about him, what did he say? No, I'm happy here because his dad was coming back to work. He's like, I'm happy here. My dad is his own person. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And then he left. And then what do they hear from me? Mike's his own person. I'm happy here. I'm not going anywhere. So I'm like,
so it's the same bullshit that he was
and,
given.
And that's what I was trying to explain. And everybody, when they were going around to shops, there was certain shops that kicked him out when he was trying to take them from us.
Yeah.
And then there were certain shops that they would try to talk to, and they're like, I don't know why you're here where you only talk to Patrick.
Yeah.
And that's when my company like really started seeing like, okay, I take that back. They recognize my good work.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think they really saw the extra customer service and the connection with customers. And it kind of made me laugh because everybody was like, oh, you need extra raise. You need extra raise. I said, I'm not going to do that right now.
Yeah.
I don't think I need to. I think that when the time comes, I will.
Yeah.
I go, but I don't want to make it seem like it's a bargaining tool. Like I'm trying to give an ultimatum of me staying or not.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that really helped because I got a really good raise.
That's what I'm talking about.
And this company's always taking care of me. They always look, out for me and everything. But like,
And you do go above and beyond for them too.
yes,
You well above and beyond.
yeah.
Than what they deserve sometimes.
We just had a guy start a couple months ago, and then I guess he got a better offer somewhere else. Not even doing the same industry, something else, and so he left. Yeah. And he told me, only working with me for like 2-3 months, he was like, man, it was a pleasure working for you. This company needs more people like you at the other stores.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He goes like, no one takes care of shit the way you do. And I said, oh, well, thank you. And I was talking to one of my supervisors. I'm like, this is like the third or fourth time someone told me this. Is it really that bad at the other stores?
Oh, it gets like that in other places.
No, it does because, I've worked at so many places where they hire within to promote. And then anybody who gets a little bit of power that's never had it, 100% abuse it. And when they abuse it, it shit rolls downhill. All of a sudden, I hate working here. All of a sudden, I want. But if you have somebody that's like, look, I'm about the business. I'm about the company. I'm about doing my job. And guess what? People pay that back.
Oh, shit.
Betty White died.
Betty White just died.
God. 2021 took another one.
Well,
And
that's
she
two.
didn't make it to 100.
They were going to have a big birthday celebration, too. They were advertising that in in Fathom Events.
Damn.
Come celebrate Betty White's 100th birthday. I guess Greg is happy now.
Yeah.
That's the first thing they're gonna say when they come back to the Woody Show. But anyways,
that's okay. The other show I listened to killed John Madden, so because they were talking about him, like they were saying, like nobody's seen John Madden right before they went on break.
Yeah.
Nobody has seen him. Then they did that special on last Saturday, and then 3 days later.
well, that's what I said.
it.
I felt like that was the Death Note, if you want to say, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they did this big special out of nowhere about John Madden,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden,
Roger Goodell did this. That's what I'm saying. Roger Goodell killed John Madden.
he wants to make sure the Raiders aren't in the red heads.
Exactly. Exactly. He's making sure he's taking us all out
How
one
can
at a
we
fucking
fuck
time.
the Raiders more?
Exactly.
Let's kill John Madden.
Exactly. Exactly.
Does it surprise you? Hey, what was the rule? Hey, if the team doesn't have enough people to play, they have to forfeit. Oh no, let's move the game till Tuesday.
Yeah.
Hey, you see what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden,
Or
That still
Monday.
came out ahead.
but
we still need to play. Oh, when people started having COVID for the Raiders, oh my God, we can't push the game back. We
had no offensive line against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You see what I'm fucking saying? You see what? Fuck Roger Goodell. Roger Goodell, if you're listening to this right now, go fuck yourself. You hear me? Go fuck yourself.
Time to go tag Roger Goodell.
Everybody tag Roger Goodell. Tell him the angry dad said he can fucking blow a fat one at Casper's Hot Dogs where they're hard and firm and go down smooth.
With a good snap.
Yeah, that's right. Just like the snaps that we'll be giving to Roger Goodell later on.
Yep. So, but anyways, I love the tangent. But yeah, so like that worked out, but it took me a couple months to get. I mean, there's still a trip to me. Sometimes I'll find something that has his name on it. It sounds like a bad breakup or something, right? I still talk to him.
You work with him together for how many years?
At least 10 years.
10 years. So that means you get 10 days to
I need to
mourn
get over
after
it. Get
him.
the fuck over it.
Get over it now.
Get over it.
It sounds like a bad breakup, but it's just like a trip. Like I don't trip over it like I used to, but like for a while there was like, damn, this is just a trip. But then some health shit. The kidney crap. Had COVID.
Yeah.
Just like I don't talk about this too much, but like mental health shit. I was in a bad spot over the summer, like a really, 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 really bad spot. And I pulled myself out of it, but still. But then I think the biggest one, all my shit aside, personal, was the shit with my brother.
Yeah.
Where this nurse tells him that he's basically, I'm not going to go too much into his medical
but
shit.
Not a doctor, though. Not a doctor.
Yeah. Doesn't, he has some tests done and some things done, and basically tells him he's going to die within 2 to 5 years. Basically, that's what they told him.
Yeah.
Didn't break the news, just said, hey, you're going to die in a couple years.
Yeah.
And then, so we're all preparing for that. And we're trying to, hey, you need to go talk to us. I told him, you need to talk to a specialist, see if there's anything else, And he did. And it turns out that nurse was full of fucking shit.
Yeah.
That, I mean, there is an issue if as long as he keeps eating healthy, he lost a bunch of weight. And as long as he stays with that healthy weight and all that stuff, he should be fine. He said, I can't guarantee that one day it might decide to say,
it's going to ramp up.
But you don't know.
Like
You don't know. But he goes, what you're doing will prolong your life and you should die an old man.
Exactly.
But if he's been taking care of himself so well, like in the last couple of years, that it should, it shouldn't just snap back, or if it does, then he should have, better chances at other
surviving.
things. Right.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes.
And it's just so the way, like, you would think that if you're going to give someone news like that, you're going to have someone around them, not just on the phone, like, hey, you're going to die.
Yeah, exactly.
But, luckily, like I said, we found out he's going to be okay and everything else. But, like, that was another thing that was like, I mean, I was at work by myself in one of the aisles stalking something, like a day or two after that, and I just fucking broke down, dude. Yeah. I mean, I'm man up to minute. I was just sitting there bawling my eyes out, just thinking, this is my fucking little brother, and I can't do nothing to fucking help him with it. Yep. And so, I mean, it's just like one thing after another this whole fucking year. Just like I said, like 2020, I felt like nothing really changed other than we couldn't go to the movies, and we had some concerts
that were
canceled.
Yeah.
but I did pretty much everything else the way I wanted to do it. Same thing with this year. I did pretty much stuff the way I wanted to do it, and they started opening things back up, and we go to the movies and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But it's just it was just. I mean, like I said, in this shit, the last week of the fucking of the year, we go out to dinner for my brother-in-law's birthday, and my car fucking doesn't want to start. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. For me, this year is shitty. So I'm looking forward to a good 2022.
But you did have some good things happen, within the year too. I mean, it wasn't complete shit. You got affiliated.
Well, that's true. I got affiliated on Twitch.
Yeah.
So that was good. And yeah.
Yeah. You just can't look at all the negatives.
There you go. I got COVID and I never lost my taste. Ha ha, Crystal.
You might have lost a little weight too while you had COVID.
I had my taste buds the whole time.
Hey, and you put yourself on a nice regimen to get yourself into that weight loss mindset.
Yep.
That's a big fucking thing too.
Yeah, it's a big.
Yep. So, like I said, I try not to focus all on the negative. It's just I'm always been a half empty more than half full guy. And there's some good stuff that happened this year and some other stuff I'm hoping I can't really talk about right now, but
he's talking about that porn career that he's going for.
But no, like, seriously, I mean, I took
Casper's presents.
Casper's Minis. Casper's Minis presents. Only man's. But no, we went on some good trips. We went on went to Reno a couple times and had some good time. Went to Indiana, had a great time. Got to meet Quentin for the first time.
You went out there, a nice little party that you got to go.
Oh yeah. No, there was some good stuff that happened this year. Just overall, a little more negative than positive, but yeah, definitely some good stuff happened this year. But I'm happy that it's over. I'm happy this year's going to be over.
This is the last day.
The last day.
The last day, man.
Exactly.
She couldn't even make it to 2022.
I know.
What a fucking somebody that gives up.
24, not even 24 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Literally 12
She's
hours.
She's like, oh fuck, I got to leave 2021 with a bang.
That's it.
Yeah.
Exclamation mark.
Maybe she went out having sex with Ryan Reynolds. You know how much he's into her.
I could already see all the hashtags on there. Fuck you, 2021. Yeah, because the year is the one that killed her.
Yeah.
Not the fact that she's 99 years old.
2021 had the knife behind its back and it was coming up. And I was like, well, there's going to be somebody born today because somebody died today. That's how the goes out.
They said,
she's been reincarnated.
Before that baby New Year bitch gets here. What was it?
No.
Did you see? I'm not sure if I sent it to you guys. There's this TikTok where this guy's like, what's a conspiracy theory that you like? I don't know if it's a conspiracy or not, but my thought is when you die, the light that you see at the end of the tunnel is actually you being reborn. And you're crying because you have all your memories of what you lost. And then as you get older, you forget your old life, and now you have your new life.
And then every once in a while you hit deja vu.
And that's what he said too. He said, he goes, and the deja vu is your old memories that you still have that are somewhere in your, concept or whatever.
In your synapses?
In your database.
No, we have a text thread, and I'm glad it is all blue again.
Oh, goddamn. Let me tell you, that is a joy of 2021 if I ever think. Because somebody that's been in that thread has an Android phone.
Fucking up
and fucks up the video.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing.
Fuck you, Angelo.
We finally had to drop.
He
ain't listening. He ain't doing anything.
It needed to be said. It needed to be said.
Yeah, we had a group chat.
Step up your game, peasant.
You know what I'm saying? We had a group chat between the three of us and my brother-in-law Angelo, and he's the only one with the Android phone. So we try to send videos; they come out crappy.
Yeah.
You put the haha whatever, and it comes out.
Ben laughs at it.
Ben laughed at
exactly.
Like wasting my text messages.
I said, you know what?
That's it.
I'm getting you out of this motherfucker and started a new one with just the three of us.
And the joyest of much betterest. All right?
iPhone is trash. I'll debate that all day.
I mean, you could debate it all day if you want.
Peasants,
I always say come down. Peasants.
We look down upon you from our noses pointed up.
As we sip our Cabernet.
Yeah, I'm going to hold my iPhone with my pinky up.
I always say it comes down to preference. It is.
Yeah,
It is.
It really
But
is. Who cares?
This is, though, to me at this point, this has just got to be something stubborn between iPhone and Android or whatever. Because how the fuck in this day and age we have all this fucking technology? You can make a
Cross-platform
movie
everything.
on your phone in 4K, but I can't send so and so Joe Blow a fucking video direct
In
from
the
my
same
phone who has
thread.
an Android or whatever
Yeah,
because
but
it's
Android
gonna
to
come out
Android, I
crappy.
bet you
Yeah.
comes up perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But the moment that you send it to somebody with a fucking Android to iPhone to Android,
Yeah.
thing is hella small. You did one, and I was like, what the fuck is this supposed
do,
to be?
do better iPhone and Android, but I'm going to blame the Android. side.
I do blame the Android.
My Android literally costs the same as your iPhone. Peasant my ass.
Yeah, but you're
I'll
green.
piss in your ass all day.
You're green. You're green.
Yeah,
only blue here.
Get with the blue, fool.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't really care. Again, it comes down to presence, preference. Jesus fucking
That's
And
Christ.
the better preference is iPhone. Just play. I'm
It's
just
like-
stating the facts.
It's like when you're looking at consoles and people like Xbox to PlayStation. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
you know,
PlayStation
whatever.
is
PC
trash.
Master Race, right, Quinn?
He's all you both peasants on that one. PC, bitch.
Fuck
No,
you,
I know the gatekeeping. I hate gatekeeping people. It's fucking stupid
especially
when it comes
PC
to that.
people.
But-
I tell you one thing I like about an Android phone though over iPhone is the fact that they get the extra like SIM cards and shit like, or
yeah.
memory cards
Yeah.
and that shit.
Yeah, the expandable
That's
memory and shit
definitely
like that. Yeah,
fucking-
I've worked with both, but I can tell you that programming wise, it's Apple's
Yeah, right off
easier,
top.
and it's done first before everything else. And dealing with the company that I'm dealing with, that's always Android is the pain in the ass. Only because it's the wild, wild west when it comes to Androids. That you can do almost anything with an Android phone, which is cool. But the thing is, when you're trying to program something specific,
Yep.
everybody's the wild, wild west. Especially when you need to deal with, hey, it's New Year's Day tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
This is the modern his
I
modern.
just looked over like the fuck.
That's it.
But
So
yeah, that's really it.
Plus, I've never got hacked on my iPhone when I'm watching porn and all
Oh
the weird
god,
shit.
that's going to be the
Exactly.
same
I've
thing.
heard-
People with Macs and PCs. Oh, I've never had a virus on my
and
Mac.
I heard all these
Yeah,
people
yeah.
get hacked and shit like that with their porn on and Android.
Let me tell you.
How do you handle your porn there, Quentin?
slow and to the left.
Well, the one thing I love about my iPhone and my iPhone was the big reason I went Mac when I bought my desktop is because I can AirDrop myself anything, any file, any video, like I don't have to email it to myself. I don't have to data transfer it. I can literally just be like send, and then anything that I've recorded is now on my computer, and I don't have to fucking fight it.
The only thing that I crack up about, and this is why I don't do it with Crystal, is the whole family share thing. Like, okay, it's a good idea, but
Oh,
like
God, I hate it.
Okay, I'm not saying I'm doing dirty
Fucking
shit.
hate
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Like I had someone, I'm not going to name them, but
So I don't want
It
to see your
wasn't-
dick.
it wasn't me. No.
It was Joey. We all know it was Joey.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Joey. But he's on a family thing with his family. And I think he was sending me something that was a little low down thing. And
Oh,
it
jeez.
popped up on someone else. It almost popped. Well, actually, it did pop up on this other iPad that his daughter uses. Luckily, it was right next to him when he saw it and deleted it real quick. And this is exactly why I don't do the family share shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Because, first of all, I don't want you to know every. I always said this, like, yes, you share everything with your
Yeah.
person, but like her phone is her phone, my phone
Yeah.
is my phone. I'm
Exactly.
not that I'm doing something dirty, but this is my own private thing here.
And we all have our own private conversations that we have with friends that are between each other. You know
exactly.
what I'm
Right.
When I want to talk about that bitch, I don't want her to hear it.
saying? Exactly.
Love you,
right.
Crystal.
You don't want her to get those text messages when everybody's fucking complaining about her to you.
You know what I'm saying? Ben's like, do you really have to bring her up to my house today? No.
Are you sure can't she just stay home like Kat's doing? I know she's not working. But it's the family share thing. That's the one thing on Apple's it drives me fucking crazy because like we did it because Kat's she's too lazy to do a lot of things, but she's just like, just use your Apple ID. It's not about sharing the stuff or seeing the stuff or whatever. It's just like, if I download something, then you can download. If I buy music, then you buy music. If I do this, so like it's there. But every time I set up a new goddamn phone, I have to go and turn everything off on every single device that's out there because it's on by fucking default.
That's
Yep.
why
And
I would
that's
have
the
your
big
own
pain in the
shit.
ass.
Yeah, screw that.
Well, and like I don't do family share. I have my own, and I run my own net. I use up so much memory and data that it's amazing on how much I fucking produce, stream, and all this stuff. So as soon as like even like with the kids and stuff, they all have their own setups. But if I were to instantly share it, they would have so much junk on their phone that they would have to delete. It's like I have to keep mine separate.
Well, I know that I probably got a lot of data shot back up when I deleted that 4-way text. Since we weren't going to use it no more because all the videos and shit that we had in that damn text stream.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I do apologize for the people that are watching the stream. I have to do this off Wi-Fi today, so the stream's got a little bit of a stutter sometimes. It's dropping frames, but we'll make it through.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
So what about your 2021 there, Ben?
My 2021 was actually extremely good, and it was when I mean not even 2020 was decent to me. All right, there was a lot of stuff that happened and stuff like that. 2020, I got my shoulder surgery. And then, and that was supposed to be the kickoff to a lot of stuff being good. But what ended up happening is I got the shoulder surgery done. A whole bunch of mayhem happened, and I basically didn't get the care that I needed. In the shoulder surgeries, I got ran over by a forklift, fucked up my shoulder, fucked up my back, fucked up my foot. And it took them from 2016 to 2020 to approve a surgery to correct my shoulder. I get the surgery, never get any physical therapy, completely fuck up my shit. But the thing is I was home. And so being home, I actually just started grinding out on my podcast, started grinding out on stuff. We actually got our floors redid, painted the wall, made an entertainment center. We completely revamped this house. And, I still can't do a lot, but the thing is I'm doing a lot. We bought a brand new car. We just completely updated, bought a hot tub, did a lot of wiring, completely, did all kinds of, shit that we wanted to do that we were planning on doing in the future, but since I had time and I'm not doing anything, guess what we fucking did?
Yeah.
we got it all done. Yeah, exactly. Got it all done. And, I made a home gym. We got 2 dogs. You know what I'm saying? 2020, we got Macho. And then 2021, we got Beefy. And so now we got 2 brand new. We got 1 Blue Nose Pit Bull, one Bully mix, German Shepherd Bully. And he fucking sheds like a motherfucker, but, we got 2 beautiful dogs, and I love them to death. I have kids, but who gives a fuck about them? You know what I'm saying? It's all about the dogs.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. But, we got the dogs, and, and...
They're like, are all those presents for us, Dad? No, those for the dogs. Get the fuck out of here.
They're the new kids.
You got a stocking.
Go to your mom's house.
She loves you.
But we did that, and then I've been networking on Instagram for so long that it actually paid off, because back in July of 2020, John Anderson, for those who don't know, he's an international strongman champion, world strongman, power lifter, bodybuilder, done all these great accolades. Reached out to me, was like, "Hey, I'd love to do your show," and I was like, "Oh shit, you want to do my show?" I'm like, all right, cool. So we did a podcast, and he's like, I really like your content. I just want to come on, maybe once a month and do a show with you, and then end up doing 2 times a month, where we do a quick 10, 15 minute, a lot of times it's been breaking down to about 5 minutes, where we just do a Monday motivation. And, and he just started kicking around ideas where he's like, I want to do a podcast. I'm going to be doing this podcast. I have this project coming up, and he mentioned to me for months. And then back in October, he's like, hey, remember that project I was talking about? I need a guy, and I need help. And so he was like, I want you to do this podcast with me. So we're going to call it Legends of Iron. And so basically took me from being a bystander in the fitness industry, powerlifting, bodybuilding, and seeing all the people that I actually follow and, like posts and stuff like that. Now they're people that I talk to on a regular basis, because, I'm working with John Anderson, Nick Best. He was just in that TV show, Histories of World's Strongest Men. He does all the international strongman stuff, and in World Strongman, Giants Lives. He lives in Vegas. He does all kinds of YouTube videos and posts and charities and stuff like that. And then I'm working with Akeem Williams, who is one of the top 10 bodybuilders in the world. He will be competing in the Arnold Classic coming up in a couple of months. And he's one of those guys that is thought to be one of the next greatest bodybuilders of his generation.
Nice.
And so I'm working with all these like people that I follow and talk and like, comment and be like, oh yeah, all of a sudden now I'm like chummy with these people and I'm like, oh my fucking God, I'm in the industry now.
I'm one of them.
It's how it feels. It's how it feels. It's like real deal talk because, and it feels good. So like, all the networking, all the pushing, all the sharing, all the, social media that I've done actually paid off. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd have been happy just doing social media. I'd just been happy doing my podcast. I'd have been happy just like continuing what I've grown to love that you guys taught me.
Getting banned off TikTok.
Yes. I had a great following, and then you know what? See that? Don't do that. Is bullying.
Yeah. But yet you can post all day about, some chick having her legs behind their ears talking about, you want to pound this
I'm a
pussy.
bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yet I get banded. So now I'm starting from the beginning again.
So should it be see that, thirst that?
Thirst that.
Then you would have been fine.
That's
For real.
it. But like I said, I've been, just all the hustle that I put in finally paid off.
Yep.
And I'm like, holy shit. And now I'm part of a project that if it happens to take off, this might be, something I'll be doing for the rest of my life. That
Which would be great.
which is like one of those like hidden goal wishes that we all in the podcast industry are like, if this takes off and becomes something, that is fucking the dream. But if not, I love doing what I do, so I'm going to continue doing it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, all of us, if we can get paid to do this or
That
whatever,
would be the
get
best
sponsors,
thing.
yeah, great.
The
Hey,
best
guys.
thing.
Reality is
Like,
it
share,
doesn't
subscribe.
happen to everybody. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
and I'm glad the other thing for me when you were telling me all this that made me smile was, you kind of got your dreams shot down when you got hit by that damn forklift.
Yeah.
Right.
And, you were trying to become a bodybuilder and do all this stuff, and it really fucked everything up.
Yeah, big time.
So, to me, it's like, this is karma in a sense. Like, look, this fucked up thing happened to you, but we're still putting you in this world and being involved in it, and that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is for freaking. It's because, like I said, I was on the goal and the track of being a bodybuilder, and like I don't know if I've ever been a great bodybuilder, but I was fucking grinding it out hard.
Oh yeah.
To make something out of that, and and luckily, Pat talked me into downloading an app. Spreaker.com, 50% off right now. Angry Dad at checkout. No.
Remember that, Spreaker. We pay too.
Oh yeah. The and I downloaded the app, and then all of a sudden I went from almost being arrested in my car to an app.
Remember that.
You know what I'm saying? And never record a podcast in front of a school that you plan on screaming and yelling about people that you hate.
That was. I wish you were doing video back then.
I wish I was too, because that would have been great.
And now I'm back in the car. I just had the cops come up to the window.
And then all of a sudden it took off. You know what I'm saying? And like I gave me a decent sized social media gathering, gave me a platform, and and I use that platform to share everybody I possibly can, because that's the whole point of this. You know?
Right.
Exactly. Other SIP network people.
That's like being in the pit. SIP network people. People fall down, you pick them up.
Exactly. But yeah, no, like I said, man, that's fucking amazing. With all the other bullshit that you're having to go through with the medical stuff and everything, this is like the huge positive. And honestly, I hope in 2022 is just getting bigger and better with all that stuff. I mean, like you said, when you hit us up and you're like, "Oh, I want to leave the SIP network and everything," and I'm like, "Dude, don't even
do what you need to do."
Do it, because honestly, I mean, I wouldn't. Any of the guys that are in there, if they said, "Look, I'm blowing up and I'm getting part of this bigger promotion," it's not that you're like, I'm too good for this. What we're doing, it's like, I'm finally growing and this is my next step.
I don't even think it becomes part of that. I mean, it's not I'm too big for this. It eventually comes that you guys aren't doing anything. Like, here we are. I want to do something more. This is the ability for me to do something more, and let's go. Like, because there isn't any change really between what we're doing here, other than for our audience for this has grown, but it hasn't grown because of the SIP network. A lot of it's because we're doing things like doing on Twitch and we've gotten other platforms. Pandora has been an amazing platform for us. I don't know why, but it pops up and people are primarily listening there.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where everything's shifted in a certain way, you know, and now there isn't anything that. And it pains me to say this in a certain way because I don't think any of them listen to this anyway, but it pains me to say that it really hasn't, you know, doing this and being a network hasn't really done anything. Like, if we just decided, you know what, no, cool, guys, do what you want to do, I think we'd still be in the same place that we are now, right?
Yeah.
We'd still be doing stuff with Back in Time. Right,
Yeah.
with Kyle and JD and
Yeah.
everybody, we'd still, of course, be doing stuff with Ben. We'd still get
Dave.
You know, Dave would still be getting stuff out there. But like, I know you do stuff with Kyle. Kyle's never tried to reach out to me before.
Yeah.
You know, there's other people. We did stuff with Andrew.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
That was
we had
fun.
plays, yeah,
But
those were
Andrew
fun.
was also, you know, he went from Cold War stuff to heavily into UFOs
Yep.
and found his community. We
Yep.
weren't a part of that, and
Yep.
he found it, and he's, you know, gone off from
And he's
there.
doing good.
And he's been doing well, you know, from that point. You know, it's just one of those things. You got a bunch of people that want to, you know, make sure to use the tag, make sure
Yeah.
to hit the channel, make sure to do this. They're not doing it every episode, and the only thing they're doing is I get a tweet once in a while that's in my inbox that says, "Hey guys, can you retweet this?" But nobody goes through other people's stuff and retweets whatever they say. Like, I barely get any tweets from those guys. Get it from you. Get it from you.
Yeah.
Get it from Dave.
Yeah.
But anybody else in that network, even the Back in Time guys, no. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what you know? And I know JD doesn't spend any time on
Twitter,
fucking social
yeah.
media or
Yeah.
anything like that.
Well, yeah, he does. He gets on there. He says burp, and then moves on.
And the
Moves
thing is,
on.
I love Kyle and JD. Like, they
Yeah.
are really cool dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is this, you know, they're honestly, out of our network, they're the bigger show out of everybody that's there. Like, in terms of what they've got, in terms of you know, and
interviews,
Kyle
and
Grimes.
guests, and
Yeah. But there's some of us that don't choose to do that.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
looking at me here, I don't like to have guests on my show because I don't want to force people to go through the mess that's there.
Except you, Jennifer Tilly. He will
Yeah,
make
well,
an
I'll
exception for
make
you.
100%
Everything will
of
be
it.
smooth.
And
Christina Ricci.
That's it.
Yeah, we're the same age. I think you're single. I can be single really fast for you. I mean,
Brought to you by Casper.
Yeah, I want to live 3 door downs from Christina Ricci. This would be the one episode Kat listens to.
I know. She's gonna be like,
You
she'd be like, okay, well, okay.
You mother.
Well, it might be a thing like, well, you'll never get Christina Ricci anyway, so go ahead and try. It's cool. Like, it's cool when you see those things. Like, when you think of like podcasts and stuff like that, and some other bigger thing actually picks up your little thing and does that, and that you realize the work that you've been doing, somebody else, you know, really likes, or they are just totally 100% sold on you and the way that you do things and want you to do stuff for them, and it's definitely a good feeling.
Yeah, it is. And like I said, that's why I've noticed stuff like that too, like what I was saying about the whole thing with this. I like those guys, and, you know, like, if they say share this, I'll share it. But like, I see other posts of theirs, I'll like and share and stuff like
right.
that.
Yeah.
It's and lately I've been putting stuff in there, and then it's like, there's how many people in that damn
Like
chat
6?
thing?
Yeah.
And I got 2, maybe 1 retweet.
2.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing too, is like, you know, I love being part of the SIP network because, you know, it was a group of people that we could share, and that's why I put all the effort I did into, you know, the Instagram, because I ran the Instagram, and I made it and especially because you would share everything and I post a lot.
Yeah.
All right, but Pat and Brian would still, you know.
You want to be spammed?
Yeah.
Follow B to the fourth power.
That's right.
All day. And but, you know, I would go out of the way to grab your guys' pictures, grab your guys' things, put in a complete list, and then I always go the extra mile for both of you guys. Whatever subject it was, I would literally find the Instagrams for the stars, tag them in the videos, and then guess what? Every so often we'd get a hit. And I'm like, oh shit! Did you see who liked your movie? You know, like but people behind the stairs. That guy reposted it and everything. You know,
Which is cool.
yeah. But you know that was the whole point of the network, though, is to share, have this community, and then, you know, like, because the only way we get out is if we get tweets, reshares, and
Right.
posts. There was no engagement, nothing happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Social media is such a business that if you give up on it, then you're not really going to go anywhere.
Exactly.
That's kind of like what I was telling Crystal the other day about for the Let Me Show You Something podcast. I'm like, I need you to, like, you should, like, if anything, connect the Twitter and the Instagram and post. Like we go to the movies, we put up a random picture of us at the movies. I'm like, because I don't mind helping you with that, but like I try to throw stuff up and I don't do a good enough job for it to be like that.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I try to throw stuff on there. I try to get stuff on mine because I got the Twitch stuff.
Yeah.
Or YouTube videos. I got Paranormal Pativity podcast, which I've been slacking on that, too. It's just so, I was like, if you're gonna do that one, I need you to run that. Just put up random movie things. Here's a movie that I want to bring up one day, stuff like that.
Exactly.
Well, it's like what I, tell Kat, and she goes, one of these times you can take off from doing one of the podcasts, and I'm like, I really can't, because if there probably could be a time where I could be like, look, I'm going to take a vacation for a month, and I'm going to just put myself off, whatever,
and that's something
and
you
come
announce.
back. And there's people that will be like, okay, or whatever, and you could do like a classic episode or something, but I also don't take any of the episodes down. But it's like, no, she's like, do you have to release it on this day? I'm like, yeah, because that's consistency. That means that I do this all the time, because there are a group of people that expect it to be like that.
Yep.
And if I'm not going to say something different, but if I also show that I'm consistent, I'm reliable, then these things gets people coming back to it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so bad at Twitch, because I'm not fucking reliable with that shit.
Well, and that's why
And that's why you guys, you have, these are my days. I'm going to be on these days. I'm going to do these days. I'm going to do this thing. And it makes sense. It totally makes sense.
and that's why like the last 2 nights, Josh and Alex, so I'm usually streaming with Josh or I'm streaming with Alex and everybody else, and they were gone. It's like, well, I forget who I was talking to. Like, oh, are you going to stream because they're not streaming? I'm like, no, I'm still going to stream.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? Just because, this is my stream too. Yeah. Yes, we stream together.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I know sometimes Josh takes the rings more than I do, and that's fine. Because sometimes I get into the game and he's still talking, so at least there's talking on there. But sometimes I'm trying to focus so much, I'm getting better, trying to get better into
Communicating.
communicating
With
more
people
and more and more
as you're playing.
Because I'm talking to you, but I'm not necessarily talking to them. So I'm trying to get better at that. But I'm like, of course I'm still going to stream. I mean, like I said, was it last Monday? I did an impromptu one with the aliens.
Oh, yeah. The
fire stream.
That was Sunday, right?
No, I think we played Sunday, and I said we should have streamed, but then we streamed on Monday. Last Monday we were all off.
Oh, okay.
That's when we streamed.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. And then
Because we were playing it Sunday, and I'm like, damn, I should have streamed this today.
Right.
We were just,
unless you
yelling
just
and
play with
screaming
Angelo
and
and
having
say, fuck you, Brian, you're not going on.
No, it's a squad, baby.
Yeah,
That's
no,
it.
we did that. We got to get back on that game too.
Which I'm down for. And that's hopefully with you there, we can push Angelo. 'Cause that's the biggest problem I have with Angelo. Me and him have started so many games to do a duos thing or whatever.
The thing is,
and
there's
then
only
he
2
just
more
stops.
things to do in that. Like 8 more missions, and that's it. We're
Yeah,
done.
but what I'm saying is, you know how many games we've started? Borderlands 2. We were going through all the Halos. He stopped on that about 4, I think.
Yeah.
I finished 4 by myself.
I love it. He said Dead Space 3. So, well, if you get back on Dead Space 3, let me know and I'll do it with you. And I'm like, I remember what you did to Patrick.
How many times?
That's it. You ain't honey
Like, if
dicking
anybody's
me.
going to do it, I'm going to ring Patrick up. Yeah. It's on Game Pass. You can play it that way. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I think we didn't even finish that one together.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we were playing that one, and we didn't even finish that together. I had to finish that one by myself.
Yeah, we should just do Borderlands 2. Fuck everybody else.
Yeah.
I want to finish that goddamn game. You know how long it's been? And the thing is, actually, I don't even think I can play it on the S because I have it on disc, which is terrible.
Oh.
So I have to hook up the one.
I think it's on Game Pass.
Is it?
That's
Would
how
I
have it on
lose
there.
everything?
No, because you
it's
transfer your
crossplay.
cloud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or cloud, I should say.
Yeah, cloud.
Go with the Xbox crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Are we streaming?
Yeah, we're still going. We're over here. I see 2 things that are going on.
Oh, I think I just lost reception. That's all. Okay, there we go.
It's one of those things.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. Yeah, you had crappy reception.
Yeah, no, trust me, I understand exactly, man. I'm right next to a mountain and the wind blows hard.
I'm just thinking about the Limp Bizkit mixed with the Thomas the Tank Engine thing. It's just one of those days. Dun, 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 dun.
Where the wind blows hard.
As all my TikTok saying around the house is emotional damage.
Emotional damage. I said that a few times last night.
Yeah, I know. Especially when we were getting our asses beat.
So, you said you're 2021. What about your 2022?
Well, 2022 coming up, like I said, and for those, I didn't mention this at all, but we went to Aftershock, which was fucking epic. Mm-hmm. It was fucking great, but I got COVID. And after I got COVID, Kristen got COVID. After Kristen got COVID, Anthony got COVID. But Anthony was asymptomatic, so he literally come down here, I'm on my fucking deathbed on the couch, and he's like, ugh. I came to get some food. Yeah, hey. He's literally was just home for a month because he didn't get COVID till after I was okay. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he literally was just upstairs playing video games and not doing a goddamn. He was doing some remote schooling, but it wasn't like a whole bunch. And so he basically just played fucking Xbox the whole time. He's into what the hell is that horror video game that's out right now?
Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, Dead by Daylight.
That's all he can talk about. So basically, he got 2 weeks of Dead by Daylight undisturbed. And so, so it was asymptomatic. Mine was completely horrible, but on my last day of COVID, I was literally like, oh, I'm going to go shopping. Because you can't leave and online shopping sucks, and having, Instacart is fucking ridiculously expensive because $100 worth of groceries and $100 worth of groceries in Instacart is not the same fucking thing.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Not at all.
It is a rarity nowadays that I will use Instacart only if I know that I just can't. I got other shit to do and I just need to get
he did that the other day. They were delivering it and I texted him and said, "Get your groceries, boy."
And so and with all of us having COVID, we can't leave. We're doing our part. We could easily just went to the store like everybody fucking else, but no, we're staying home. We don't want to fucking spread this. And so on the last day of my COVID, I was like, I got to go to the bank. I'm going to go deposit my check. I'm going to do all the shopping. But my alarm had hit in the morning. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. My alarm hit. I have 5 more minutes. And I sure as shit, as soon as I hit the snooze, rolled up back in my blanket, closed my eyes, I felt this tightness right in my chest. I'm talking about it's not the first time I felt this tightness. In my head, I already knew what it was, but it woke me right the fuck up. I got up, I got dressed. I was like, all right, let me kind of move around. Maybe it'll stop. No, it was a fucking heart attack. I had 100% blockage in my heart at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, and I didn't know it was 100% at the time. I was like, oh, okay, I feel weird. Let me get up, move around. I have this feeling before I know what the fuck it is. Kristen's like, take your blood pressure, take my blood pressure. Fucking it through the roof. It was like, holy shit. And then as soon as I get to the hospital, the emergency, I tell them what's going on. They take me right back. As soon as I get my EKG done, which how they tell you if you're having a heart attack, they're like, oh, straight to the fucking operating table. I had to get my surgery done so fast that I didn't get put out. I was awake the whole time. And they're like, is there any kind of music you like? The only thing I could think of was Slayer. So Raining Blood is happening in the background while I'm having surgery, while I'm awake, while they're like, you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not okay. And then all of a sudden I feel relief and the surgery was over. I was awake for the whole fucking thing. And Slayer was playing in the background. Slayer saved my life. But so I had I had 100% blockage, and then a little bit past that blockage was 40%. So I ended up with 3 stents in my heart, and so I'm perfectly healthy. This is all blood clots from COVID, and so apparently the flu does the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I do have a genetic disposition for blood clots. So because of that, now I got these 3 stents in my heart, and I got to carry a card around me saying I got metal in my fucking chest. Not like Iron Man, no, not in the cool kind of metal.
We're not going to see something glowing all of a sudden
you
around
know what
here.
I'm saying? And
I could just see him getting mad and just shooting a beam out of his chest.
Fuck you guys. But
I didn't know I got those powers.
So I had the surgery. I had to stay in the hospital for a total of basically, I want to say I got them to let me out 3 days. I want to say about 2 to 3 days after surgery, I was able to get out. And they wanted me to stay longer and all this. I was like, no, give me, I'm not doing nothing. I'm sitting down, resting up. They're not fucking checking me. They're not fucking doing any vital signs. I'm just sitting on my fucking ass, not doing shit. Come home, have meatloaf, and then I'm good to go.
I was gonna say I felt like I was gonna go for a burger, but
Well, I had loaf.
there was some hamburger meat involved.
There was some meat in that mouth.
There was some meat in that mouth.
Juicy
meat.
Juicy meat.
Did it snap?
It always snaps. Firm but delicate. But
From meatloaf.
so I had that. Fucked up my whole, because I was in the middle of a weight loss program too. So I balloon up. My body held everything. I'm still dealing with side effects of that because I have to take all these other medications now, and all these other medications are just like extra blood thinners. I got to take beta blockers. I got to take, like all this other, like I got to take heartburn medication. I got to, it is what it is. So I'm just taking all this shit. But besides that, I feel good. I feel fine. Heart attack ain't gonna fucking stop me because I can't fucking die. I'm fucking immortal. I've had 2 heart attacks, 2 strokes, and still fucking kicking.
Dun, 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 dun.
Try to fucking stop me.
Why is the Terminator music playing? Dun, 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 dun.
You just need
Fuck
to
you, Doug.
Fucking Doug.
Fucking Doug. Fucking Doug.
Oh.
But with all that being said and done, I said, besides the heart attack, I'm like, everything's going my way. I'm still not working. I'm still home. I'm still recovering from all the surgery of shoulder surgery, not the heart attack.
Yeah.
So, until that gets cleared up, I'm making the best of the time that I've had, because I've literally just, worked on the podcast, worked on, the business end of it. I've gotten sponsors. I've lost sponsors. I worked with a lot of great companies. I've left some great companies because the vision of what they were doing were no longer lined up with what I wanted. And once I literally closed that door, another door fucking opened. And it's
That's
just
awesome.
and that's just the way it's supposed to go. It's just like, all of a sudden I'm working with, a real high-end supplement company. Now I'm working with one of the best supplement companies. And it's just like, for those who don't, MHP, Maximum Human Performance, you know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for taking me under your fucking wing.
We'll take you as a sponsor.
We'll take any sponsor, to be honest with you.
But,
You selling duck feet?
duck feet.
We'll take you as a sponsor. We are sponsored by Soul Center 64 on Twitch.
It's true.
All of his Twitch money is going to go to this podcast.
That's it.
I wanted to buy a chair.
And that's the thing too, is like, once the seasoning company reached out to me, I am also, sponsored by, it's not Flavor Gods. It's, why can't I fucking think of, Feast Mode. Feast Mode is a a seasoning company that makes like all natural ingredients. The worst thing that they have in their ingredients is beet sugar. It's just not regular cane sugar. It's just beet sugar. So it's a
I've
healthier
never even heard of beet sugar.
It's just a healthier version of sugar. That's all it is.
Is it like a monk fruit type of thing?
No,
Okay.
because you're not getting the shits.
Oh.
But it's just a healthier version of sugar. That's all it is. It's plant-based, for those who know.
Well,
All sugar is plant-based.
made of beets.
But they make
So
actual...
is it by Dr. Dre? Like,
You know what I'm
they
saying?
take beets and
By
grind
beets.
them up and turn them into sugar?
Well, that's how they make them. You know what I'm saying? You got to put on the base.
Feast Mode's all about that
Feast
base.
mode, all about that base. But it's like all natural ingredients. It's like no like it's basically nothing chemical, nothing synthetic, nothing. It's just all natural ingredients. Just a healthier version of seasonings with minimum sodium and MSG. That's all it is. But they once they reached out to me, I was like, oh man, shit's kind of changing. And then next thing you fucking know, I'm just like picked up by quite a bit. I ended up like calling a lot of the companies. I'm like, you know what, maybe I put on a little too much on my plate. So I'm sorry, but we can't work together no more.
Be like that.
It'd be like that.
Be nice to shrug some people off your shoulder, right?
I mean, we'll represent like Preparation H or something.
Well, you're going to need it until you get that new chair.
For real. God, that other chair sucks. It's fine when you sit there for a little while, but you're sitting for like 3. So, okay, I had another chair that's really comfortable.
Yeah.
You've been in my house, that brown chair. And so I just was using TV shades. Well, Crystal got me this cool desk that folds up. so when
Yeah,
I'm
I've
not
seen it
streaming.
when you guys posted it.
Yeah. So the thing is, though, that sits higher than that chair. So now my computer is like blocking my vision. So I have to get another chair.
Yeah.
I have that one comfortable chair upstairs. I'm thinking about bringing that downstairs.
Yeah.
But like I've been using one of the computer or the dining room chairs, and after a while, man, it's like you still go to stand up and it's like, oh, pain right in the butthole.
Let me tell you something. You're sitting on my favorite cushion right now.
I might not be here when we leave.
Like the one that's been sitting in my house forever.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
should grab it one of these days.
I got that one at Costco. It's on sale for $10.
The one that you used to bring when we used to downstairs on the kitchen
Oh
table.
yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's right.
That's still downstairs.
I'm gonna snag that shit. I forgot all about that damn thing. I forgot where I even got that.
Well, Brian, how about your 2021?
Oh, well, mine was, I'd say it's like right in the middle. Like it's like the three golden or the bears here, you know, got one that's just right, one that's not good enough, and one that's perfect. But yeah, no, right in the middle. Like there's been times throughout the year, I think that it's been trying to get the stuff, you know, whether I want to do things or just like, is it worthwhile doing some of the stuff? I had those questions this year for a lot of the stuff. Like these things take me, especially with the Terrible Terror, it takes me so long, you know, do I still want to do that type of thing? Do I want to slow down? Do I want to try something different? Yeah. And you know what? A lot of it was just, you know what? There's people that enjoy listening to the show, and you know, it's the same reason like doing this, right? There was a point in time where it was down to 9 people listening to the show, 7 people listening to the show. Do we even want to do anymore? No, come on, let's do it. We enjoy doing it, right?
Yeah.
And that's that part of the thing. Like,
and I was one of the original listeners.
That's right.
It's very true.
When it first started. I mean, he was it. He was the fan, the super fan.
He used to send us pictures with IBLT on his chest.
He was making his own T-shirts and hats and shit. For some reason, they're made out of blood, and I didn't realize why that was doing
He
that.
beat the shit out of that guy for not listening. You never heard of It Be Like That podcast?
Listen the fuck up.
But you know, there's those things, and then you know, there's stuff that went between, you know, Kat and I a little earlier, and that was rough patches, and then you know, the biggest thing that happened was that live music opened back up.
Yeah.
And that was probably the biggest thing for me, being able to went to my first show in August, you know, for the longest time, to one of my favorite bands ever, and just forgot how much I missed being at a show. And no, even though I went and I'm like, I'm going to wear my mask the whole time. I'm going to do the whole thing because I don't fucking know. Nobody
knows. Especially at that time.
It doesn't matter that time, now, whatever. Everybody's still learning stuff. You know, I know Quentin said it earlier in the chat, something about 2020 can't go anywhere because we don't, you know, there's a lot of unknown. 2021, we know more about the virus, still can't do shit. Like, yeah, I get it, and they change things all the time and all that other shit, and that's really disheartening. It is, you know, and you're finding out new stuff. But there's been good things with, you know, with my job. 2020, you know, I got director level, you know, after years never thinking that I'd get into something like that and do this and be this. But then this year with work, it's been good to me, you know, and I'm glad that I have a job. Mm-hmm. You know, we got heavily funded because we sold a piece of the company off, and then, you know, one of our founders dies for our company, you know, and that's where I'm going to be next Saturday, is at his like remembrance thing that they're doing for him, where they're talking about all the good things that he's done in his life. And the guy is a really cool guy. I mean, just in general. And I don't mind saying his name. It's Tibor Laxe. And if you look up the guy has had an incredible life. You know, for what he's done. He's always been altruistic about what he wants to. Even with us, where we're trying to do all this extra stuff, where he's like, well, I still want you to make something that's affordable that can be used by everybody. Yeah. Like the whole thing is to get it to children and to get it to those places where there aren't things that are readily available to these people, to give people a better way. I'm skirting around what exactly we do so you can find it out. But if you know who he is, you might figure it out. Yeah. And like that was really rough. Like I didn't think I was going to be affected by that so much. You know, and then you just think back what he's done. And I think back to the first time. And I always, you know, and when I first met him, I remember laughing so hard because I couldn't think about not think about that Simpsons episode where Homer goes, Tibor, how many times have you saved my butt? And then that was it. But just like, I remember the first time I made him laugh, and then it was always awkward because, the first time I met the guy, he was struggling and he was in a wheelchair. And, and then all the things I helped the guy, did the little laughter thing and be able to talk to him and actually have a conversation with him. And I remember one time that one of his head nurses came and she's like, I really need your help. And I'm like, what do you need? And he was stuck on the toilet. So I went there and helped him, grabbed him up, and, didn't say anything about it. Didn't really, just this guy's, he's a human being. He needs help. I don't really give a shit.
Exactly.
And I ain't going to say anything to him. Right?
That's embarrassing regardless.
Yeah, it's embarrassing for him. I'm going to treat him like a human being, though, and I'm going to help him do his shit and what we need to do. Literally. But it's, I just didn't realize, and that's why it was one of those things where I feel like I have to go, I went to the viewing, and now I'm going to go to what is technically the funeral and stuff like that. So that was rougher than it should be. But again, the way and the direction the company is going, a lot of it just for me this year has been about my job, and it being that, we're really trying to do something more with a company than just be your standard company. But with that comes way more work. But to me, it's also something that is really necessary, right? Yeah. Because all the things that I feel like I'm getting justified in some of the stuff I say. Yeah. Because I would always say we should do it this way, and the question was why? Because there was really nothing there, and it would just be well, this is the way it's done. Yeah. Here's how I've been taught, and this is me working from these types of companies, and this is that type of thing. And I remember being told once by my boss, he's like, Brian, this is food. This isn't, this isn't food. This is tech. Yeah. And I was like, but the things you need to do. I was doing stuff on the side that nobody had done before, and we were able to keep up with things because of that. Yeah. And now we've got a guy that's writing policies for the company that is literally everything I've been talking about. Yeah. And then when he goes and says, well, that everybody has to sign, the management team has to sign when something goes up. He's like, well, Brian's signature is going to be on everything, because everything is that we're going to do is going to be related to me in one way or another. Yeah. Where I feel at times they not that they exclude me, but they think that I don't need to be in there, or maybe they don't want to hear what I have to say. But now it's going to be, oh, guess what? I have to be involved because this is the policy, or I have to do this. So this is the policy.
Mic drop, bitches.
But told you. In your face.
But some of it, and the thing is that I keep this stuff in my head that I don't know everything, right? And I know that sometimes I feel that way, or I feel it should be, and I just need to let things run their course. Yeah. And I've really just tried to get down to that.
I feel you on that. The same thing at my job. I would say that I think part of it is it's always someone above you who thinks they know your job. Yeah. It's okay, you're in a higher position than me, and you know what you're doing for your job, but this is my job. Yeah.
And I know what I'm doing. Kind of the conversation yesterday with somebody where I said, I said, and this is just me venting. I'm not trying to ask you what to do. I'm not trying to do whatever. I just want you to listen to me for a second. And it's I feel that you guys think that because other companies have done this way, look at my department. The reason that we have the rating that we have is because my group is doing it. This is all on them. And I'm the one that's trained everybody. I'm the one that gives them direction. I'm the one that does this. And you guys come in and you said, do you you talk about, well, you guys aren't available on the weekends and you're not available at night. And I said, did you know that one of the new people, she's part-time and she works at night because she goes to school during the day. So she covers the night and she works on weekends sometimes. Did you know that one of the other guys, he gets bored when he's at home, and I told him, don't do it if it's off hours, and he still does it. But he checks in on the weekends, and he checks in to make sure that he schedules late calls with customers. Did you guys know that? No, we don't. Why didn't you say? Because you guys don't bother to fucking ask us what we're doing. Yeah. You would just say out loud in front of the whole company that we need to do this, and guess what? And it's one of those, well, we keep getting complaints about it. Where are the complaints?
Yeah, let's see them.
Yeah, show them to me. If you can prove
let me see that email.
There are 50% of the complaints that we get about our service are that we're not available, I will make changes. But if it's one person, two people,
Yeah.
if it's on a social media platform like Facebook, because I'm not out,
Yeah.
and it's one person, I understand that's public.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't get those complaints.
Yeah.
You look at our reviews, you look at the reviews on the inside, there are no complaints about us being late.
It don't matter how perfect of a company you are or service you give. There's always going to be someone who's going to cry and bitch about something. And half the time it's because not because they have bad service, they just want to be that dickhead.
Yep.
I know. That's the way that goes. That's the way customer support goes.
Yep.
And customer service and retail and hospitality and medical and everything like that. Everybody just wants to complain first before anything else.
Yep.
They won't just fucking realize that it's their fault sometimes. Sometimes it is you.
Yeah.
You have to realize that.
Exactly.
And being in that's like I've always wanted to say that like for life, everybody needs to be in retail for like 4 years. So instead of it being like, you know how like in Israel and other countries
you
you
have
do
to do
militaries,
medical,
right? Don't do that. If you want to do military service, fine. But I think you should also do mandatory retail service. Here you go from 18 to 22.
Yep.
This is your retail service, and you have to do it. And you have to deal with it. You can't quit. We're going to stick you in places.
Yep.
And and you decided you don't want to do this job. You're going to quit. We're going to put you in another retail spot.
Yep.
And that's what you get to do. Or we're going to make you a waitress. Or maybe every year we fucking like switch you around.
Yeah.
That's something similar to my uncle and I always said about, and I bet you feel me on this one, Ben, that people should take a ride along for a week in a big rig.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Or even a bobtail.
Yeah.
And understand that these things don't stop on a dime.
Yeah.
These things make wide turns.
Right.
Understand so when you're driving, you realize it.
Plus,
goddamn
there's
true.
lot lizards.
Yeah. Lots of them.
Oh, yeah. I saw you had the Colgate in the window.
Fresh breath, huh? You ever been to Casper's?
They snap.
But it's just one of those things. I feel like you don't realize how you're treating people until you've done it before.
Exactly.
And then you realize that, and there's going to be still some of those people that will be dicks.
Yeah.
I get it.
100%.
That's just your attitude.
Yeah.
That's just the way
How
that
you
you
feel.
are.
You're entitled.
But most of those people will be like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I can't just, I have to stop. I have to think about what's going on before I say something, that, and I love it when people don't respond after you've been trying to reach out to them for days.
Yeah.
And then they leave a message saying, oh, I've been trying to do this, but nobody's been responding to me, yet I can come with receipts.
Yeah, I got all
And nobody
emails.
wants to see my receipts.
Nobody. Ever.
like-
No one wants to respect the receipts.
I go through similar shit at my job. I'm telling you, man.
It's anywhere with this stuff. Honestly, being in operations, that is where you get fucked the most. But I like doing what I do.
And me too. And that's the thing. Like I would say, I agree with you. Operations is where it's at for the company to thrive. But we get the shit. No matter what happens, we're the ones that are going to get shit on.
Yep.
You're not as glamorous as the marketing people. You are not as deemed necessary as the salespeople are. The only two departments that really make the company run, like true. Well, I mean sales to some point, but truly finance and operations.
Yep.
Because I could say the finance people could do what the sales people do.
Yeah.
If they really want to.
Because the
And
funny
same thing with the operational people. You can have us doing cold calls. You can have us doing those things too.
The funny thing too is like the way I do things. There's sometimes where I've had sales guys or tech guys.
IT feels similar too. IT belongs with the operations group.
Yeah.
Where like I've gone out of my way to make sure our salesmen look good. I had to take some crap from some people to make because my thing is you're going to deal with the salespeople face to face more than me.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that they have a good face when they go in there and not have any issues. I'll deal with the back end shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes you just got to do that. And there's also the times where the salesman promises something, but we're the ones that make it happen.
Right.
But they get the credit for it.
Yep.
Man,
No, yeah,
it is
I
what
love
it is.
Yeah.
Well, they don't like to hear you say no. But the thing is that I cannot do it. Do you understand? I cannot. Like, this is just something that goes on. I'll see if this works. Well, this other company does it, but did you give me the stuff that they have to allow me to do it? Oh, you want me to be 24/7, support, like IT support or whatever support. You want me to do that 24/7? Okay, can you spend $150,000 a year on this company that does that? Oh, you can't? We can barely afford 3 people?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, then this is what you get.
Exactly.
I don't have the hours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't have the hours, the time, or the budget.
You want me to be on the phone? The people with the phone, they want you to be 24/7. Oh, maybe we should just get rid of the main line and make it directly towards you guys instead. Okay. But, like, he's like, well, nobody ever calls us. Well, there's a reason for that.
Yeah. Because it's not our number.
And because it's there's nobody sitting at the front desk. We don't have an admin that can direct the calls constantly. So, yeah, but it's been just one of those years, you know, like there's been ups, there's been downs, but really it's been about like doing the music stuff, like seeing that stuff come back to life. And like Aftershock was really fun. You know, we missed you a ton.
Yeah.
Being out there. No, it didn't feel the same.
It wasn't.
Honestly
It wasn't.
didn't.
Yeah.
It was weird with Angelo too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why
And Angelo's friend.
And Angelo's friend, but we lucked out with Angelo's friend because
he
he gave
saved
us
our
that
ass
ride.
one. Yeah, one day
he saved our ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
And I wish we just had parked over that fun fucking spot that they said, "Oh, there's no parking."
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Shit, exactly.
well, my thing too. That's why I was telling. I don't know. I even told you this. I told Brian because they gave me tickets for next year because of all this what happened. And Brian's like, I'm not sure if I'm going next year. I'm like, bullshit. First of all, tradition. Second of all, I already have my tickets. I need my ride, bitch.
Yeah, I want to hear the announcement.
Yeah.
That's what I want to hear. But I'm pretty sure, like looking at some of the other festivals that have been going around, there's actually been some pretty cool announcements.
Yeah.
Some of them are the Danny Wimmer stuff. So if they're on that track, then I'd be like, okay, fine. Because like Foo Fighters are in 3 of his.
Yeah.
But coming up.
That'd be great.
That would be great. I'd love to go
Like
see
I said,
that.
like, which pisses me off because I was looking forward to seeing fucking Metallica.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them in so long. The one time I did see them, they were acoustics.
Yeah.
Which is still fucking great, but it ain't full
Yeah.
Metallica. And you know the fact that you're going to get them 2 nights for the price that we got, plus a shitload of other bands. I was going to finally get to see Mudvayne, and then couldn't go because of COVID. But that's the thing is like some of these bands, like I said, Metallica, you damn near pay what we paid for 4 days for one ticket for one night.
Right. Yeah. Look, they
that's
just
true.
were they had that 40th anniversary at the Chase Center.
Yep.
Right? And how much were the nosebleeds? The nosebleeds were like $3 something.
Yep.
And we paid if you just want to bring down to the day, like $75.
Yeah.
And you got to see a lot of the same stuff.
A lot of
that you're going to get, but you only got one night for the 40th. And I get the 40th, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
But,
But I'm gonna tell you right now though, them just doing the entire Black Album, I was like,
that was
epic.
Yeah.
I'm
that
sorry,
was
brother.
that was
like I was like, is this really going down?
we called it the first night they played too.
Yeah.
But I like Quentin here. He says, I have a few clients that when onboarded, I say, write me a blank check and I'll get it all done. Don't ask for a cost when you ask for the possible. I can make it happen, but not for free.
Yeah,
and that's right.
Is it true?
Yeah. So beyond that, I mean, looking forward to 2022, I really don't know. Like, I'm really just right now really in the moment type of stuff, but I know that I want to try to do more. But I am finding myself with like less and less time with stuff. That things are, even with the work that it is, that because we're going in a certain direction, that my hours are longer than they used to be. That I don't want to spend, I think I said this the other night too, I don't want to spend 6 hours or 7 hours on a Saturday doing the podcast. Like, I got to figure out how to do things differently.
Yeah.
And a lot of that, I want to do more things. I want to do a lot more streaming stuff, but not just like video game things.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do other stuff. Like, I have the idea to do the game show, like pod, like to do that once a month and get a bunch of people together and do a game show, because I like doing the game shows on when we do the quizzes and the games and stuff. That's a lot of fun to do, and you can get a bunch of random people on. They can promote themselves. They don't have to be people that they can be anybody. Just be like, hey, this is what we're going to do. It doesn't have to be horror. It can be whatever I want it to be. If I want to do music, but then there's so much when it comes to like copyright that makes things so impossible to do, because I'm not a giant production company. I'm one dude that is producing, writing, editing, filming, doing everything for one fucking show. And I can't pay for all this other stuff to license out these things. Okay, here's $3,400 for me to license out a 30-second clip of a fucking song. Because I want to use it on a game.
Because you're just a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
100-hour week since Halloween practically. Biggest barrier for me is getting back to streaming. Yeah, I hope you do, Quentin. I hope you get that stuff going.
Yeah, we want to see your struggles in Tarkov.
Yeah, I'd like to see those live, and I'd like to throw slings at you in your chat.
So, I mean, yeah, same thing. Like, I'm trying to figure stuff out, too. That's, I love doing the Paranormal Pativity podcast, but lately I've been thinking about it. Like, if I want to keep doing it, if I want to just focus on the other one with Crystal, because, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm giving up on it, but I hit a pothole, which I talked about in an episode, and it's been hard to get out of that pothole to really get.
Tarkov is pain. Tarkov is love.
You need that on a shirt.
That's
now.
true.
But it's just like just trying to get that motivation to get back into it. Like I was going hard on the social medias and everything else, and then it just hit a wall. Part of it was from this last year. Everything that happened, I hit a wall on that, and I just haven't fully gotten the gear going again, and I'm hoping to get it going, but like I said, I do this one. I need to bring more. I always say that. I always need to bring more to this one, but I do share stuff on the stuff like that, and it's that's the thing that where's the focus going to go? Yeah. I can't keep trying to do 17 podcasts, Twitch, a YouTube channel. I got to start focusing on
one podcast. I had 15 podcasts.
Back in my day, when I was 5 years old, I did 17 podcasts.
But really, I mean, I think it does come down to that. I think it literally does come down to that you need to find your focus. You need to figure out where you want to be focused on. Yep. Is it going to be like Twitch? You got affiliated. Now, do you want to do more, or you just want to kind of like, hey, cool, I'm at this area and this is where I want to go. And, do you want to do something more with the podcasts? Do you want to bring it down to just, instead of 28, 29 podcasts, bring it down to 3? Does Paranormal Pativity, because if you enjoy doing the one with Crystal more because it gives you more creative, thing, you could always put Paranormal Pativity on hold, do that, and see how that goes, and then you decide, you know what, I really do want to come back to this. Or have it just be scheduled like every 3 months I'm going to do an episode, and that's the way it's going to be. And it's just going to be a special one-time release. I'm going to schedule something. I'm going to get people on, like Quentin, doing the podcast with him, and getting him talking and having the debate, but it's just a special thing. It doesn't have to be every single month, every single week.
When you put one out, it's when you put one out.
That's right.
I've been a lot more liberal with mine because, like, I'll miss a day here and there, but because I do 3 a week, sometimes if something falls on the plate, guess the fuck what? You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is.
Yep.
I agree with what Quentin said. He's going back to the retail topic real fast. He said, it helped me the most to look at the big picture. Everyone has something going on. Most people don't come into the intention of being difficult. Sometimes rejecting a return was a straw that broke the camel's back, and you are the unfortunate target of that rage. I agree with that, and everybody's been in that situation, but I think, too, that you can also reflect back on it. Like, I think if you've been in that situation and been the target, and then you go to somebody, you're less likely to be like, yeah, I know I'm pissed off and I know that this is going on, that you would hold back a little bit because you've been attacked. Why attack that person?
Exactly.
But I get it. I've been on the rage side. I was on the rage side with FedEx during that whole time last year, where in 2020, where I was going back and forth, and I eventually had to have a blow up, and my employees were like, I've never heard you talk like that before. I'm like, literally, because I know what you have. Like, I know what you guys doing. And you've got a really shitty station down here that won't fucking deliver, fucks up your deliveries, fucks up my deliveries, like fucks up this area's deliveries, and we're here. Like, we're literally here. Why am I staying to 8 o'clock at night when it says it's going to be delivered closer to that time? I'm like, plus there's COVID going on, and you guys are going to do this at this point? So
that's how it goes. And I work retail. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is because of how I look, it saves me. All right. For those who don't know, I am a cashier at Costco. I am free to say that, and I'm free to talk any fucking way I want because guess the fuck what? I work at a union building. So fuck the customers, fuck what they think, fuck how they feel. And you know what? I pass the buck to the manager because you know what? The manager's non-union and they can deal with an upset customer because I know how to do my fucking job.
NFL picks?
NFL picks. That's what I was going to say. So we should probably move on to the last little thing of the podcast and
we're
get
all
everything
getting
out
hungry.
here. We're getting hungry. I keep smelling these taquitos in the background. And we could then call it an episode after this.
That's
so.
it. And I fucking completely failed at this year because I've been so freaking busy.
You just got busy in the last couple weeks.
Exactly.
And it's the same thing with Cody too, right?
Yeah.
Cody
He just moved to Colorado. Yeah, so it is what it is.
So next year we'll have to make sure that we get everybody back. But
all
right. So right now we're going to talk real fast about the standings because that's what
Here we go.
Here we go. You have to go back real fast. So right now, the big thing is that everything is going crazy. Patrick and I are dead heat right now, with me at 12-13 and him at 12-09. So there's really 4 points that are separating us between the two games. That's going on with Cody. He's there in third place, and Ben bringing up the rear. Just for now. Again, like what we said, busy. It's better to be busy and not worried about football than to be just, I got to do football first.
Yep.
Though football is life.
Yes. Raiders.
So the first game of the week is going to be Atlanta at Buffalo, and that's one of the early games. And right now, Buffalo is favored at 99%.
I'm going Buffalo on this.
I'm
one.
definitely going Buffalo.
Definitely
on this
going
one.
Buffalo on this one. I think I think you're going to see a lot of the same picks between you and I, Patrick. I just have this bad feeling. We'll see. Got the Giants playing Chicago at Chicago.
Bears.
Yeah, I'm going Bears.
Going Bears.
Go Bears.
You got Kansas City playing in Cincinnati.
Bengals.
Bengals. Wait,
You thought I would pick Chiefs on that one?
I'm sorry. I'm definitely going Chiefs on that.
I'm going
I
Bengals.
fucking hate the Chiefs, but at the same time, man, Bengals have just been trash.
No, they haven't.
They're the leader of the division.
I know they are. I just fucking hate the Bengals. All right, and the only reason I hate the Bengals is
He
because
hates every NFL team.
Yeah, that's very true. That is a fact.
You got Miami going into Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Tennessee, yeah, on that one. Las Vegas going to Indianapolis.
Raiders.
Colts.
Fuck everybody else.
Colts. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Colts.
Wentz got
hot.
COVID.
Yo.
Oh, but they still have Jonathan Taylor.
No, I broke his leg.
Nancy Kerrigan.
I only say this, and this is out of pure love. It's because you guys have really struggled to, you wanted to lose those last two games.
Nah, that's
I'm
how we
pretty
play. The Raiders us fans realized a long time ago our team likes to give us heart attacks, strokes, stress.
Yeah.
I think that's being a fan of
Pain
any NFL team.
without love. Raiders.
So-
it's pain. It's love.
Quinn is a
life.
counter pick to throw caution to the wind. Whatever the team wins majority, I pick the opposite. Which, I usually go picking by a mascots and see what mascot could beat up the other mascot.
That sounds like a non-Raider fan. That's what that sounds like.
Well, he lives in India.
So we got Jacksonville going into Foxborough to face New England.
New England.
Yeah.
Patriots.
I'm gonna go Patriots on that one.
Fuck the Patriots. Fuck Tom Brady.
Bucks going into the Jets.
Once again, fuck Tom Brady.
Fuck Tom Brady. I'm going got to go with the W on it. Fuck Tom Brady.
You got Philadelphia against Washington.
I'm going with the Eagles.
I'm definitely going with the
Eagles on that one. Baltimore Rams at Baltimore.
Rams
Because they're on their third or fourth string quarterback or whatever they're at with. Because even though the last guy I think got COVID, the Ravens are
They
just
got to stop
fucking
making out
suck,
with each other
man.
over there.
Yeah.
They're just fucked.
Good.
Denver at the Chargers. I know this is a game you guys don't like because it's still two teams in your division.
Yeah.
I'm going Broncos.
Okay, here's where we're different. I'm going Chargers.
I'm going Chargers too.
This is also a very low confidence pick.
Yeah, I'm not.
Houston at San Francisco.
Niners.
49ers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Santa
Arizona at Dallas.
Dallas.
Arizona. I'm picking them, but this is low confidence.
There, yeah, that's to say.
I don't think Arizona loses 3 in a row or 4 in a row.
I think they're going to lose 4.
We'll see what happens. Carolina. Well, Dallas has clinched their spot, so who knows what they're going to be playing. Carolina at New Orleans.
Wait. Oh,
The Saints again on their fourth fucking quarterback. I'm still going with the Saints on this one because I think that what's his name will be back. Taysom Hill. Yeah, because the only reason Taysom Hill didn't play the last game is because he didn't clear COVID.
He should be back.
He should be back. You got Seattle in Seattle against Detroit.
Seattle.
Yeah. This is a trap game. Trap game, everybody, with the Detroit, because we didn't think they'd lose to the Texans. But they lost to the Texans.
That they did.
So, and Detroit's on a 2-game winning streak. Minnesota at Green Bay. Kirk Cousins today has been said to be out because he has COVID. So no Kirk Cousins.
I had Vikings, but I might change
I'm going to Green Bay.
I'm still going Green Bay.
Yeah.
I might switch that up,
again,
but we'll see.
But that was just announced today, so I'm giving you a chance.
Yeah.
Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Now, this one, I may be changing. I don't know. I just don't know about this game. This is the throw-up game of the week.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the Browns.
I'm going Browns too.
Browns.
This is possibly the last home game of Ben Roethlisberger up there in Pittsburgh. So,
Yep.
Do you think that's going to really be his last game?
I think it should be.
I think it should be.
Yeah. First of all, I understand and I respect when your team's like, look, bro, we need one more season. You know what I'm saying? But at the same fucking time, you need to respect your fucking body.
That's right.
And understand that you are not a young man.
Like I said, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Though I gotta give respect. I hate the Steelers and everything else, but I got to give Ben some respect. There's guys out here that get a small injury and they don't want to go out there. And at his age is out there with. I mean, you see him in practice.
Yeah.
His ribs are jacked. His knees, but he's out there and he's still trying to give 110% for this
He's
team.
not pulling an Andrew Luck. I don't mean to bring up that guy.
Hey,
but
let me tell you right now, Andrew Luck.
He got fucked up.
Yep, and he left when he left when he thought it was the best.
He did right, but the thing is that you have Ben who also got fucked up.
Yeah.
But he fought his way to come back.
Not all of us are as smart as everybody else.
Here's my problem with Andrew Luck, though, the way he did that.
Yeah,
you went through all the preseason, all this shit, and then right when the season's going to start, I'm fucking out.
He fucked the Colts.
What?
He fucked the Colts.
Well, Quentin says the only way he's going to pull for the Raiders is if Waller comes back.
No one fucking needs you, Quentin. I'll say it. Raiders!
Well, he needs Waller big time to
needs
get
to
some points against me. Championship. But I'll let him go. Let me go ahead and get those points because I want Waller there. I want as many weapons as I can against the Colts right now.
So, well, I think that's going to be it for the podcast because we are all getting fucking hungry here.
Yes.
And thank you again, Ben, for letting us in your house and doing this in your house and being on the show. And let's let you plug yourself first since you do it the best.
I'm the angry motherfucking dad. You want to watch this shit? IGTV, YouTube. You want us to do it? Spreaker, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, SoundCloud, Deezer, iHeartRadio. This motherfucker's everywhere. You can easily fucking find it. Rate, review, like, subscribe, all that fucking bullshit. And guess the fuck what? This is It Be Like That.
See? Knew that was going to be fucking simple.
Do it with a snap.
Now, Patrick, it's your turn to plug It Be Like That.
All right, you got Twitter and Instagram, IBLT Podcast. You got us on Facebook at facebook.com/IBT. It Be Like That Podcast?
It might be IBLT Podcast.
You can watch this motherfucker right here on Twitch at IBLT Podcast and like, subscribe, and all that good shit.
Yep, we're there. Make sure you check us out if you want to listen to the podcast later. If you're watching the stream right now or watching the video on YouTube, It Be Like That Podcast. To make sure you follow us on all the places you'd find podcasts: Deezer, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Pandora, GeoSavan, or whatever the fuck it's called. I always fuck that one up and can't remember what it is.
India, thank you for listening.
Deezer and all the other things that are out there. We're available out there. You can listen to us. You can follow us. All those things. Yeah. Pat, you've got a podcast.
We got a couple here. We got Paranormal Pativity Podcast at Paranormal Pat64 on Twitter and Instagram. You have Let Me Show You Something Podcast, a podcast I do with the wife, showing each other movies that we can't believe the other one hasn't seen. At Let Me Show You Something Pod on Twitter. And then Chafing the Dream Podcast I do, which we should be recording actually probably next week. But I do that with Kyle from It Be Like That Podcast. I'm sorry. Back in Time Podcast. And Johnny Staggs just joined us.
Staggs.
You can find
what
that.
A poor name.
Yeah, that's right.
Johnny Staggs.
My poor name, Pete Jones.
And then make sure that you follow his Twitch.
Yep. Twitch is Solus_Sis4.
And then all the other socials.
On Solus64.
Everything will be in the show notes as well. On the
things. Oh, thank you, Quentin. Quentin, with that
Nope,
mod,
with
that mod
that
work.
mod over there.
Oh, you put the link in there.
Link in there.
Oh, and Terrible Terror Podcast. But Brian, you got
Oh.
some plugs.
There we go. So yeah, plug it up. Terrible Terror podcast I do every other week. Look at horror movies. Next movie I'm doing is going to be Wolf Cop, which is available on Shudder. So if anybody want to watch it before we see the movie and then that stuff, I wish that Shudder was part of the program where I could do the Twitch streams or I would have done Wolf Cop as a stream for everybody
That's
to
cool.
watch.
Is it no longer on Amazon Prime?
Well, it's on Amazon Prime if you have a Shudder, but you can't do the Twitch watch parties with other services. It only has to be on its regular
On the Prime, yeah.
Okay.
So that's why, otherwise, instead of Stuffings, I would have watched that. But every other week on the Twitch channel, which is in the chat right there, I do Watch Party. You can watch a movie along with me where I basically give you Mystery Science Theater 3000 type of commentary. One of these weeks, what I want to do is I want to get a movie like that and then get a couple of us maybe do it downstairs so the camera is facing us more on the couch, and then we're doing like the mic thing. Like if we were able to get Iron Man 3
I was
that
about
way,
to say.
we could do it. But Iron Man 3 is not available on Amazon Prime for Prime subscribers.
Yeah.
So that would be the perfect way to do the watch party and for us to do commentary on the movie as we watch it.
Yeah.
But there's the link trees in the chat too, so you guys can find everything else that's
You are
out
the
there.
man, Quentin.
Thank you, Quentin. Soon you'll be a mod of the channel.
He's the
He's
mod for
on
mine.
his. I know.
I pay him well. I send him kitty pics
titties.
every once in a while.
Pay him in titties and soon to be Casper snapping hot dogs. So with all
Just
that
mention
being said,
it'd be like that.
you guys got anything else that you want to say before we end this?
Well, I hope everybody has a good 2022. Almost, what the hell was that? 2022. Fuck you, 2021. I mean, yeah, there was some good shit, but for the most part, I'm happy this year's over and hope you guys all prosper and grow in everything that you guys do.
Yep. Ben?
Happy New Year's, and Roger Goodell, if you hear this, fuck you.
All right. Well, rest in peace, Betty White and John Madden.
Yep.
And peace.